Hey everybody, Brandon Boyd with The Brandon Boyd Show. Thank you so much for watching and thanks for joining me for another edition of the Weekly Pointers News Update. These are always a lot of fun. They come out every Sunday evening and all they are meant to do is to catch you up on the news that you may have missed in regards to credit cards, points, miles, finance, money, travel, and everything in between. And of course, we do that in a very fun and fast-paced format. In this week's show, we've got a lot to talk about, okay? We've got an airline subscription service for flights, new mask guidance for Disney, elevated offers for American Express. We've got really good deals on margaritas as part of National Margarita Day, and much, much more. A lot to talk about. But before we get going, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications for alerts. And let me break this down for you. It's pretty simple. On one side of the screen, you'll see a list of the topics I'm going to be covering today. Each topic will be highlighted as I talk about it, and there will be a timer down below to let you know exactly how long I will be talking about each topic. You can also check down in the description below for chapters if you want to skip around. But why would you want to do that, right? We're here to wrap a bow at the end of the week and catch you up on all the news that you may have missed relating to the topics that I just mentioned earlier. With that said, I'm ready. I hope you're ready. Let's get going. Let me start out with a bit of news that I think is really unique and interesting, and that is that Alaska Airlines has announced that they are getting into the subscription service for flights. Now, this is really interesting. So for $49 flat fee, every month, you can get 6 round-trip flights per year on their West Coast flights. And there's 16 different destinations that you can fly to and from, and these include Las Vegas, Phoenix, LA, San Diego, San Francisco. You can even do subscriptions that go all the way up to 12 flights per year or 24 flights per year. That's $199 for the larger one. But it's kind of interesting. You pay one flat fee every month and you have access to be able to book all these different flights. Now, there are different stipulations with these flights depending on what level of subscription you get. For example, if you get the base subscription of $49 per month, then you have to book your flight 2 weeks in advance. Now, if you have the Pro subscription that gives you access to 24 round-trip flights per year, then you can book 2 hours before the flight takes off and you'll be able to get on and use your subscription for that. So just check out the different tiers associated with that. I'm really curious to hear what you have to say about this, because my guess is, even if you're not on the West Coast, right? Let's say you're not on the West Coast and you're like, Brandon, why are you talking about this? I'm not interested. Other companies will notice. Other airlines are going to take notice of this, and they may put something together that's very similar if Alaska Air can prove that this is a successful business model. Now, it seems like everything is moving to subscriptions these days. Who knew that it would be coming to flights as well? So who knows what's around the corner, but I like what they're doing here. This is at least worth a shot. Somebody's obviously looked at this in some way, but if you live on the West Coast, this may be a good opportunity to take advantage of flights that you may take pretty often with your family or for business trips or what have you, and not have to spend a ton of money. So let me know what you think about this down in the comments. All right, let's talk about a couple of elevated offers associated with American Express. The video reviews for both of these cards that I'm going to mention will be down in the description below, so you can check that out. First, let's talk about the American Express Gold Card. If you don't know anything else about the American Express Gold Card, it is really good for food. If you like to eat food, look at the American Express Gold Card. Typically on the public-facing sites, the membership rewards that are offered upon sign-up, if you meet the minimum spend, are 60,000 membership rewards. However, with the link that's down in the description below, we've been able to access offers of 75,000 and 90,000 membership rewards. And let me give you a little tip as well. I would use private browsing mode when you open these up, because when I open them up on a regular browser that's not in private browsing, I get the standard 60,000 point offer. So if you're interested in the Gold Card, use private browsing, use the link down in the description below, and you may get somewhere between 75 and 90,000 membership rewards. So check that out. Also, another card, if you're looking for a quick 45,000 membership rewards, the American Express Green Card is another option as well, and that is our personal referral link. So if you want to use that and take advantage of it, it's a quick way to earn 45,000 membership rewards with only a $2,000 min spend. So hey, quick and easy way to do it if you're looking to add another card that way, but make sure you check all the links down below. The average interest rate for a 30-year home mortgage is over 4% for the first time since 2019. Now, I'm a real estate agent licensed in Kentucky, if you didn't know that already. If you need an agent, give me a call. But don't freak out about this news. These rates are still historically low, all right? And there's not a huge difference between a 3 and a 4% interest rate. I mean, it's something to brag about to your friends. Hey, I got a 3% interest rate. Oh, I got 3.5. I got 4. Oh, you got 4. Oh, that's terrible. No, those conversations are stupid, all right? In practical terms, if you're looking at a mortgage, let's say of $200,000, and you are looking at a 3% interest rate versus a 4% interest rate, you're looking at somewhere around $100 difference on your payment per month. Now, that does add up, don't get me wrong, but it's not something that should make or break your decision to own a home. If you're holding on to $100 to make that decision on whether you should or should not do something, then you probably don't need to be buying a home at all, all right? Make sure you're in a better financial spot first of all. The reason I bring this up is because springtime will be here before we know it, and a lot of people are going to start looking at homes and maybe getting their pre-approval letters. I just don't want everybody to freak out if they see something that says 4% on it, because you shouldn't freak out. These are still historically low. Ask people 20 years ago what their rates were. I remember my first interest rate was 6-7%, and I thought I got a great deal. So don't let that make or break you. Don't freak out about the headlines. Move forward if you're in the spot to get a home. And hey, if you need a real estate agent, I know a good guy. All right, if you've gone to Disney World or Disneyland in the last couple of years, you know that every one of your roller coaster ride photos has you with a mask on it while you're riding your roller coaster ride, and then they want you to pay for the photo, right? No, it's not very smart, I don't think. But there's good news, because Disney World and Disneyland have announced that mask mandates in the park for people that are vaccinated are going to be lifted. So if you are a vaccinated guest, you do not have to wear a mask in the park. However, this is really interesting. They're not going to check your vaccination status, all right? Anybody that's 2 years old or older is required to wear a mask. However, they're not checking the status. It's almost like a club or a bar that says you have to be 21 to come in, but we're not going to check IDs at the door. All right, I'll let you do with that information as you want, all right? I'm just telling you that they're not checking anything. A mask will still be required on the shuttle services for both places, and it'll also be required in the first aid areas, which I guess if you're in first aid and you're hurt, you really don't care. One of the things that has bugged me at Disney World and Disneyland is that they'll take a photo of you on the roller coaster, right? Your whole family's up there, they've got their arms up, everybody's happy, and you've got a mask on, you can't see anything. Then they have the audacity to come in and say, hey, that photo with your face half covered will be $20. I don't think that's right at all. I think maybe they should give you half off because half your face is covered, but that's just my opinion. So hopefully we won't have to worry about this anymore. But again, keep in mind, if you are unvaccinated, they are not going to check your vaccination status. If you're vaccinated, they're not going to check your vaccination status. Do with that information what you want. I'm just letting you know what's out there. Let me know if you plan on taking any trips to Disneyland or Disney World here in the future. I also want to make sure that you're aware that the CDC has lowered their threat level for cruises from level 4, which was their highest threat level, to level 3. What does that mean? I don't know. If you're going to go on a cruise, I don't think moving from a 4 to a 3 is really going to make that big of a difference. At least we haven't hit threat level midnight yet. These color-coded charts or these numbered charts are really kind of useless. If the government said that it's so unsafe that you shouldn't do it, then that industry would be out of business probably and they would shut it down, okay? So they're open for business. If you want to go on a cruise, go for it. If you don't, that's perfectly fine. Don't go on it either. The number system's kind of ridiculous, but you should at least be aware that it's been lowered, so I guess that's a good thing. I want to follow up on a story that we've been covering here on the Weekly Pointers News Update, and that is the relationship between Amazon and Visa. If you haven't been watching the Weekly Pointers News Update, then you may not be aware that there was a little bit of a fight between these two. Really what it came down to was Visa was charging exorbitant fees per transaction according to Amazon, and Amazon was tired of paying those fees. In fact, in Singapore and in Australia, they actually charge customers more money, a surcharge, if they used a Visa card to help cover those extra fees. And they were even threatening to ban Visa payments in the UK, and there were talks about it in the US as well. Well, it looks like Amazon and Visa have decided to play nice, and now they're getting along, and Amazon has announced that they will accept Visa all over the world without any additional surcharges. So I don't know what the agreement was about. I don't know what was going on behind closed doors, but long story short, that is over with, and that's something you don't have to worry about anymore if you're a Visa card holder. And finally, if you're familiar with the Weekly Pointers News Update, you know that I like to end the show on a good food deal. And this one's a pretty big deal. This may be the most important piece of food information I've ever delivered. That is that February 22nd is National Margarita Day, all right? And I will provide a list of all the restaurants that are offering margarita discounts down in the description below. And the best thing about this is that National Margarita Day, February 22nd, is taking place on a Tuesday. Now, you are probably aware that every Tuesday is a national holiday. It's Taco Tuesday. So think about that. You've got Taco Tuesday with National Margarita Day on February 22nd. If you don't go celebrate with your friends, loved ones, or your coworkers out having margaritas and eating tacos, then what are you doing here? You need to go live a little bit. So that list will be down in the description below. There's a lot of tremendous deals down there. Make sure you pick the right location, and also check out your local businesses too that aren't going to be on this list. It's hard to get every single one of them, but ask them what their National Margarita Day plans are. And hey, it's Taco Tuesday. See if they have some kind of combo with tacos and margaritas. Should be a lot of fun. Let me know if you plan to take advantage of this down in the comments below. All right, so we covered a lot of ground. All right, we talked about Amex elevated offers, a subscription service for flights, National Margarita Day, which I think is probably the most important story, and also covered the ongoing saga between Visa and Amazon, traveling to Disney, this new CDC guidelines, a lot of stuff today. Let me know what you think about the stories that we mentioned down in the comments below. I'm always curious to hear what you have to say, and keep in mind we have a lot of new people that are into points and miles right now that are watching this channel specifically. So if you have any thoughts on any of the stories I mentioned today, leave those down there because that may help someone out that's new to the game. And hey, all the comments have been helpful so far. I really appreciate everyone's input so far. If you found this video helpful or mildly entertaining, don't forget to be awesome. Give me a big thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications for alerts, and when you click on the Brandon Boyd Show, click, 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 it's going to be time to check in on everything related to credit cards, points and miles, finance, money, travel, margaritas, and everything in between, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. We'll see you soon.